Shut up and sit down.
Yo people, welcome back to the hardware review, and we are back with steamcrave. This time we're taking a look at the Aromamizer Supreme V3 Rdta. The Supreme has had a facelift. Every time I say Supreme, I keep wanting to go, baby, baby. It's just stupid me, I don't know why I want to do that. When we think of steamcrave, we always think of the big tanks, you know, things like the Titan. Well, I think of the big tanks. You've got the Aromamizer V2, the Ragnar. But when you think of the Supreme, I'm thinking that it's for the people who are like in the smaller tanks. It's a 25mm Ati, but it's still got the capacity. You've got a 7mm with the bubble glass, 6mm with the straight glass, and it even turns into an Rda. It's got more airflow and more decks than you can shake a stick at. So I'll tell you what, let's get on with this review and we'll tell you all about it. We are going to do a couple of builds for you in the single coil and also the mesh. We have got the advanced kit. So let's get this review on the road. Like normal, this is the box. That's everything you do get in the box. And that was the box. So the Aromamizer Supreme V3 Rdta from steamcrave. Let's go top to bottom like we normally do. It is an 810 drip tip, and I'm going to tell you now, it is a nightmare to get off. I did leave a little bit of a gap at the back so I can get my fingernail in it. I did cheat. Now, the drip tip that you get, like I said, it is an 810 drip tip. I think it's a little bit of pot luck what you actually get, what's ever in the packaging. I do like this one, the resin. It is purple and green. Now, they also give you a 510 adapter, stainless steel 510 adapter. Again, I think that's a corking idea. Now, once I put that in, it took me ages to get it back out again, so I'm not going to put it in. On the top, just like normal with steamcrave, you've got that engraving at the top. Really well made. Like all steamcrave products, I've never had a steamcrave product that isn't really well made. It is a top fill, and it is like a quarter turn on it. Push that in there. You've got your knarling on either side. Just a quarter turn like that. Comes off. And then you've got your juice ports there. Absolutely humongous. You're not going to have any problem with any airlocks or what size bottles you're using. Now, as standard, it comes with a straight glass. The straight glass itself is capacity is 6mm. I've got the bubble glass on it. That gives you a capacity of 7mm. And then when you've got it in Rda mode, it's 2mm. You've got, they've actually upgraded the juice flow. I always have problem. I don't know about anybody else. I've always had problem moving these. It's a nightmare, especially if you've got a bit of juice on your hand. As you'll be able to see, there is a dot, and on this one it's wide open. I've got it, and then if you just turn it like that, that locks it completely off. Leave it like that when you've put your build in and when you're filling it first off, and then you can adjust it yourself. Now, what they're saying is they've dialed it in, this juice flow. They've dialed it in for cold weather. And also for high-powered vaping. Yeah, so they've dialed it in. Like I said, I always have a problem moving it. Especially if I've got a bit of juice on your fingers. It's a nightmare. But yeah, they've dialed it in. Now, the airflow. Again, it's mirrored on either side. You've got lots of options here. Let's turn that. You can either have it like that. Like so. And you can really dial it in. Now, what they're saying with this airflow is if you're using the single coil deck, which what it actually comes with pre-installed, or if you're using the mesh deck, take the ring off and flip it around, and it's for better airflow. On the bottom, designed by BJ Shy. He does all the ones that I've seen he's done. He designs most of them. And then you've got the Don't Vape in a Bin and the kite marks. And mine's Series 2, 875. Now, the postless deck that you actually get with it as well has got a swank pin. That's adjustable, slightly protruding. Now, to get in to the actual deck, you just unscrew that at the bottom. Like so. There we go. And as you'll be able to see, there's like these little grooves. And that's how it actually sits in. There's one on that side and one on that side. So you can just pull that out. And like I said, pre-installed with this one is the single coil deck. There we go. So you got the airflow coming from both sides and underneath. There we go. Like I said, them little grooves are there if you can just see it. That's when you fit it in the bottom. I'll show you that when we put it back together again. You also get in the kit, deck-wise, you also got the postless deck. There we go. You've got your grub screws either side. And this one does come with a swank pin. And also in the advanced kit, you get the mesh deck. The Aromamizer Supreme V3 mesh deck. Let's open this up. Let's make sure I don't open it the wrong way, which I'm sure I will do. So what do we get in here? All the goodies. You will get your manual, which I do like their manuals. You've got pictures, which I always like for somebody like me. And it'll show you exactly how to build it. We are going to be doing 2 builds on this. We'll be doing the single coil and also another one on the mesh. You get your mesh rod. What you bend around. I'm sure you've all seen one of these. You can get it out. There we go. So that's what you bend your mesh round. You then get your baggie of goodies. You've got your swank pin in there, and you've got some O-rings and some spare grub screws. You then get your 2 sets of mesh that it comes with. This one is the stainless steel, 0.15 ohms, best between 40 and 70 watts. And then you also get the, get that one out, there we go. You've got your Canthal A1. And that is, again, 0.15 ohm. And this is the square A1. 0.15 ohms, best between 40 and 85 watts. You can also get, it doesn't come in the kit with itself, you can get the A1 Dual and also the A1 Honeycomb. And the deck itself. There we go. Clamp style. You've got your Phillips screws either side. And this also, obviously you've seen, it comes with a swank pin. So you can have it in swanky donkey mode, as the wonderful Devil Vapor would say. So like I said, say to you, to fit that back in, very, very simple. Make sure you've got them grooves together. Push yours back in, like so. Make sure I've got it lined up. Push that back in. You've then got your bottom section. Roll it back first and then roll it forward. And then that tightens up. Now it also comes with chimney extenders. So if we just take this off. I will show you it in Rdta mode as well. Take that off the top. I always seem to have problems with the actually chimney section of this. It either sticks to the bottom and then I can't get it off, or it sticks to the top and I can't get it off. There we are. So pre-installed the chimney section, you get a 5mm. There we go. And then in the kit as well, you get a 7mm. Now to have it in Rdta mode, you just, again, you've got it like that. Your chimney's been taken off. Screw it on. Like so. You can take your top off. So you can either drip down the top, or you can drip through where the juice wells are. So this is the Supreme V3 in Rdta mode. Right then, that's about it. Let's go and stick a couple of builds in it. So that was the single coil deck and also the mesh deck. Now I've got the advanced kit, which includes the mesh deck. If you've got the stand, you have to buy that separate. We're going to have a little bit of fun with the mesh deck a little bit later on. We'll see how far we can push it. Right then, let's go top to bottom like we normally do. We'll start off with the drip tip. It's a little bit pot luck what you actually do get with the tank. I've got a nice one. I quite like this one. It's a purple and green resin. Quarter turn to open it up, to fill it up. You're going to have no problems filling this. You've got two ginormous juice ports. The thing about steamcrave, everything I've actually reviewed for steamcrave has always been really well made. And this is none to the exception. I'm loving the capacity again. It's only a 25mm Rdta, but with the bubble glass you're getting 7mm. With the straight glass, you're getting 6mm. And even when it's in Rdta mode, you're getting 2mm. And it's something I'd love to see in the UK is that we get rid of these 2mm tanks. And we can go back to when we used to have big tanks, you know, like your 5mm and that. It'd be nice to go back to that. Now, the juice flow, they've changed the juice flow on it. They're saying that it's better for higher wattage vaping and also for the cold weather. I can't really see any difference myself from the Rdta or something like that. There's no difference that I can actually tell. And I have played around with it a little bit. The airflow, you've got loads and loads of options with the airflow. They're saying that if it's a single coil or the mesh, to turn the airflow ring upside down for better airflow. But I really do like the airflow on this, nice and smooth, no noises or anything like that. All in all, for a 25mm Rdta, I'm loving this. I really do like it. It's just like a shrunk down version of the Rdta to me. I really do like it. So in there, I've got the single coil deck. So the Vape and see what we think. We're coming out at 70 watts at 0.2 ohms. That flavour is corking. Clouds for days. I'm loving the flavour. Airflow's silky and smooth. I haven't really got any cons for this. It's very simple to build on as well. Again, when you're building it, don't jam that cotton in. Give it a good old raking and a good old fluffing, and then just tease it in, and you'll be absolutely fine. If you're looking at the bottom, like I showed you when I did the builds, if you're seeing that it's all pushed in and jammed in, that's not what you're wanting. You want it to make sure it's nice and so the juice can get in there and actually soak that wick up. So yeah, this is 70 watts. Single coil. Single coil. And I'm really loving the flavour of this. To me, it's just a shrunk down Rdta. Right, let's go and stick the actual mesh deck in here. I'll be back in a second. Right, just so you don't think that I'm actually cheating or anything like that, there is the mesh deck. I've just primed that all up. We'll just put that in so you can see my hands. There you go. Like I said, I've got it up to 100 watts. That's what I've vaped it at. I don't think I'm going to be able to get it up to the 160 that it's saying the range is. You're saying best between, I'll show you in a second, but they're saying the range goes all the way up to 60 watts. Now, on the Rdta, and also the V2, I think I went up to 180 watts and it was fine, but I've just got a feeling that this isn't going to cut it. Right, I make sure that I actually open the juice flow open. Ooh, there we go. Go and get plenty of juice in. The worst thing in the world is a dry hit off of mesh. Just show you that's what we've got in there. I think you'll be able to see that a bit closer. So as you can see, it does say between, if I can see that on there, 90 watts and 160 watts power range. And it's saying the power range best between 40 watts and 85 watts. Right then. Like I said, I've got it up to 100 watts and it was fine. But I did feel it was teetering a little bit. We are at 60 watts. We'll just start off nicely at 60 watts. So I've moved the airflow. Need that airflow open. There we are. Lovely vape though off the mesh. Just at that 60 watts there, it's really nice. No problem. Alright then. Let's bump this up. We'll go 85. I know what you're saying now there, you're a wussy, get it banged up. Keep pressing the wrong one. There we go. 85. So we're at 85. We should be absolutely fine on this. Little warmer. Right. Up to 100. Now this is where it started getting a little bit... I felt it was teetering. I just know I'm going to get a dry hit. Come down a bit. Went up to 140, then I don't want to do that, and then it... Right, 100 watts. And this is where it was teetering last time. You can sort of feel it. I dare take a big draw of that. You can feel it's coming. I'm even checking it. Right then, I'm going to go to 100. This isn't going to do 160. Right. 140. This is going to give me a dry hit. I know it's definitely going to... Get ready for me choking. Get ready for me choking. 140 watts. I know it's coming. That didn't taste good. No. Perfectly... Look at my face. Perfectly fine at like 85 watts, 100 watts, you're pushing it. I definitely won't want to try and do... Somebody's going to go out there now and do the 160, but not for me. That oh, I need a drink of coffee. Oh. Yeah, we'll take that back down again. 80 watts. $80 watts, perfect. 140 kills you. Very, very vapey in here. That's really nice. I do like that. If you want a bit warmer vape, you could tune it in a little bit more for a warmer vape. Right, let's wrap this up. What do I reckon to it? I really do like it. I haven't really got any cons for it. Well, saying that, I have. The actual juice flow ring sometimes is a little bit hard to turn around. And sometimes as well with the airflow ring. I just feel that if you've got a bit of juice on your hand, it's just a bit of a nightmare if you're trying to dial it in. That's a bit of a con for me. Apart from that, I like the way it looks. I love the capacity of it. I love the options of the decks that you can get. So all in all, again, from steamcrave, big thumbs up. This has been a review by littlebrovapes. If you like the review, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. The subscribe button's in the corner. Give it a press and get me to that new magic number. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go and hit me up, people. And one last thing to say. Keep them juices flowing. I feel a bit hoarse now. Straight up to the 160. Sod it. I'm probably going to choke on this. I'm telling you now, I'm probably going to choke. 160 watts. Are we ready? Yep. I choked. Whew. Oh, that wasn't good. Oh. No. Don't forget to check out my latest video. Also, don't forget to check out 3 Men and a Vape Show live at 8 PM every Wednesday. And also, if you've enjoyed the video, make sure you subscribe, ring that notification bell, and we'll catch you later.